Andrea Scott here. I'm the Joyful Freedom Diva. And I just want to share some thoughts I've been having lately. I've been recently thinking a lot about the difference between masculine energy and feminine energy. In our world, in our culture, being a patriarchal culture, we see to be feminine is to be vulnerable, and to be vulnerable is to be weak. And so it's a negative thing. You don't ever want to be seen as weak because, you can get hurt. Weak people get hurt. Vulnerable people get hurt. And especially as a black woman, that's an even stronger impact because, a lot of these beliefs are ingrained at the cellular level. Now, if you think about back in the days of slavery, anyone who is vulnerable, especially if you're black and a woman, let me tell you, you could get raped, or if you got away, and you were vulnerable, you could get caught and sent back to the master. So you had to be vigilant all the time. You had to be vigilant and be aware all the time that something could happen, negative happen. And in our world here, as a woman, our body, I have a female body, but our culture says masculine energy is the way things are to be done, to operate. And I'm not saying anything negative about masculinity because you know what? It takes masculine and feminine to create. The nature of life is it takes masculine energy and feminine energy to create something greater. But as a woman with a female body, I've been socialized to run masculine energy. All women are socialized to run masculine energy, or are encouraged to be hard driving, to be analytical, to always think, create systems and make things happen. Now, I know there are a lot of women that operate that naturally, and that's great. I'm a systems person. Even in doing my business, I naturally will come up with systems to make things happen. But if I'm focusing on operating on a masculine energy, then it creates problems. And ultimately, for me, what's happened is it's made some pretty significant health challenges. So as you see, I walk with a cane. I'm walking around with a cane. And that's an impact of what's happened in my body as I have a female body trying to run on masculine energy all the time. Now, what's happened for me is I've connected with some resources on showing women how to tap into our feminine energy, because you know what? Femininity isn't about being vulnerable. That's a part of being a feminine, is that you have to be aware, be willing to be vulnerable. That's part of the process. But femininity is powerful. And women need to know that we can be feminine, very feminine, and be very powerful. We can be strong, feminine, and powerful. It's not a contradiction in terms. I've connected with a group called the Art of Feminine Presence, which teaches us some energy practices that we can shift our energy and being present in our body, being tapped into the strengths that we have as a woman, and attract what we want to create in our life, what we want to manifest. I had my first group setting last Saturday. And I'm telling you, things have changed so tremendously over this course of this week. Since I've been doing the practice, there's one particular meditation called the Feminine Presence Meditation that keeps me in my feminine energy. And what I've noticed is that I have to use my cane less since I've been doing the meditation practice. I understand that I have been using a cane for the last year and a half, and sometimes I couldn't even get out of bed without the cane. Now, I'm not telling you this to feel sorry for me or to feel pity, because that's not the issue. This is just the reality of what happens to a female body when we're trying to run on masculine energy all the time. Because I've tapped into the Art of Feminine Presence, I'm learning energy practices that keep me focused in my feminine energy, then my body's no longer is fighting against itself. It's operating on what it's naturally created to be, a female body running primarily on feminine energy. So if you're a woman who wants to tap into your feminine energy, you want to see what it means to be powerful and strong, I'm thinking especially of women in Toronto. We are going to have a meeting on May 18th, and if you're a woman in Toronto who is tired of being nice, tired of meeting the status quo, and you want to tap into your fierce energy, the power that you have as a woman to create what you want in your life, to make a difference in your world, I encourage you, I invite you to come and join the group on the May 18th. There's a link down below where you can click and find out how to connect with this meetup group. It's the Art of Feminine Presence. The woman who leads the session is Amanda Clark, and she is a wonderful, compassionate, caring woman who's all about helping us to be in our presence, our feminine energy, and achieve what we're created to achieve. I'm telling you, the world needs more powerful women who are connected to our feminine energy, make the changes, because we all know it has to change. We cannot continue the way we're going. My body cannot continue anymore the way it had been operating. The same thing, as women, we cannot continue the way we are going. The world needs powerful, strong women who stand up and say, you know what, this cannot continue the way it's happening. Things will happen when women tap into our strength, when we realize that we don't have to fight. We don't have to fight against men. I'm not fighting against men at all. I've been blessed with some of the most caring and compassionate men in my life, in my business especially, who empower me and help me do what I need to do. The same thing. There are strong, caring, compassionate men out there. The world needs strong, caring, compassionate women to step up to the plate. So I am encouraging you, step up to the plate as a woman. Be the powerful woman that you were meant to be, that you have been created to be, and transform your life and make an impact on your world. Again, it's Andrea Scott. I'm the Joyful Freedom Diva, and I look forward to help you grow into your strong power as a woman. Have an amazing day.